Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th standard maths and I am your Shruti teacher. So I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to start a introduction about integers of 7th standard first lesson of a first part. We are going to start the adding process, subtracting process, multiplication processes and division processes in the maths. So we are begins with the primary school itself. So from which number we are going to add, by which number we are going to subtract, these all addition, subtraction, multiplication and division all are the basic operations of maths. These are come under the arithmetic of maths. In these all operations we are going to use one type of number, those are natural numbers in the primary school. Then what are the natural numbers? Numbers that come naturally to use are natural numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Count the number of fingers in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not only till 10 numbers. These are the natural numbers we will call. So infinitely we can call as a natural numbers. But also these numbers we are going to use to add and subtract and multiply and divide from the beginning at the primary school. However, we have studied about the from beginning 1 to 10 and so on. Then what exists before 1? Are there any number before 1? Yes, is there. That is nothing but 0. So we can see by the example of this question. Suppose you have a 5 chocolates. Suppose you have a 5 chocolates. And now you give one chocolate to one of your friend. You are left with 4. Similarly, again you are going to give all leftover 4 chocolates to your another friend. Hence, then what are the left chocolate with you? Yes, this is 0. This is your 0 chocolates remaining with you because already 1 plus 4 chocolates becomes 5. Then you left with a 0. So that 0 is nothing but including whole number. As we are all studied in the natural number, we begins with the 1, 2 and so on numbers. Then that 0, as 0 is a before exist number that includes in a whole numbers. We are given a name natural number and with the 0 are called as a whole numbers. So it is numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. These are called as whole numbers. So once again we can define with the whole numbers using the numbers, natural numbers and 0 together are called as a whole numbers. Using these natural numbers and whole numbers, we have studied about how to add the natural number, how to subtract the natural number, how to multiply the natural number, how to divide the natural number and so on. In the same way, after learning about the whole numbers including 0, so we have learned how to add the whole numbers, how to subtract the whole numbers, how to divide, how to multiply the whole numbers and so on. Then before 1 we got a 0 as a number. Then 0 before, what is the number? So we can, what exists below 0 or before 0, those are negative integers. Those are also called as a negative numbers, as we can see here. So these are the numbers below 0. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. How it comes? See, as we can see the number line, this is your 0. We are going to write always 1, 2, 3 and so on with the numbers always left to right. It is meaning is nothing but 0 is a lesser number than 1. 1 is a lesser number than 2. 2 is a lesser number than 3. This all process we can by this. Then tell me which is the lesser than 0 in the number line or in the number system. Then tell me which is the number line. So we are going to write the number line from 0 to 1, 2, 3 counting numbers from the left to right. But I said now what 0 is lesser than 1, 1 is lesser than 2, 2 is lesser than 3 and so on. In the same process, are there any numbers lesser than 0? Are there any number in a number system less than 0? Yes, those are nothing but the negative numbers. Those are numbers below the zeros. That means as we now studied about the numbers ascending order, from we are always writing the numbers from left to right, that is smaller to bigger numbers. In the same way, 0 is a bigger number than -1. That is a first lesser number than -1. Then -1 is lesser than -2. Then this -2 is lesser than -3. So on, we are writing the number line as we can study the number line like this. So -4, -3, -2, -1, -0, 1, 2 and so on. So -1 is a lesser number than -3. -3 is a lesser number than -2. -2 is lesser number than -1. -1 number is a lesser than 0. 0 is lesser than 1. 1 is lesser than 2. 2 is lesser than 3 and so on. This is the numbers we are going to write on the number line from 0 below numbers. So whether clear about the concept about the negative numbers? Again with the confusion. From where it comes the negative numbers? Those are nothing but the numbers it is representing with a negative. Then what does it mean? What is the difference between the negative and positive numbers? So take an example here. So example here it is there. Suppose you are borrow one chocolate from your elder brother, then you will have one chocolate, and that should be counted as a -1. In the Antarctica region, the temperature goes well below 0. The temperature usually over there is -10. So these are the example we can take. What does it mean the -1? Again with the confusion. Taken another example. Before we have gone through the 5 chocolates, no? Take an example of that only. First you have given a 1 chocolate to your one friend. Then again after another friend you have given already left over the 4. So total 5 chocolates you are getting. Then remaining is you are having 0 as a chocolate. Then again you want to give some chocolates to. See, you are already given 5 chocolates. You having a 0 with you means nothing chocolates we are having. So again you want to give one more chocolate to your friend, another third person. you want to give, that represent as a -1 because your heart doesn't have any chocolates with you. That meaning is -1. Or other you want to give another two chocolates but you are having only 0. That meaning is -2. This is the meaning of negative numbers. Now it is clear. If you have any doubt, you can call me personally. You can ask the questions. Okay, dear friends. So these are the numbers, natural numbers. 1, 2, 3 and all counting numbers we can call as a natural numbers. If we are adding this with the natural number 0, then it is called as a whole number. And with the whole number and the natural numbers together with the negative numbers means 0 and whole numbers with the negative numbers are called as a integer. Then come to the definition of integers. So it is a collection of all positive numbers and the negative numbers including 0. So just now we have studied about the positive numbers, all are called as a natural number, those are counting numbers, and negative numbers already we said it is before 0 numbers, then including 0. So these all together we can call as a integer. So 0 is neither a positive nor a negative number. Sometimes we'll ask some questions. 1, 2, 3 and all are which type of numbers? Will regularly called as a counting numbers or natural numbers or positive numbers. Sometimes we will ask the question about the negatives. So with the negative sign, these are called as usually negative numbers. Then in integers, what about 0? This is not a positive, not a negative number. See, these positive numbers are called as a positive integers. Negative numbers, counting numbers are called as a negative integer. 0 is neither a positive nor a negative. So next, so tell me, I'll take one example here. Which number is larger? Just now I have explained about which is a lesser, which is a larger. So 10 or 80 or -10 or minus plus 18, -10 or -18. You have a doubt, you can see the answers below. Before that you have to solve yourself, then after you can see the answers here. So now again I'll go through with the number line here very clearly. You can able to see, I think, in this picture. If not, you can refer the textbook of your 6th standard also. It is there in the textbook, because in 6th standard also you have studied about the integer on number line. See, 0 at the center is representing the center. Then number line from 0 to left to right, it is a positive numbers, and it is right to left, it is the negative numbers. And always, I said before only, always we will write the numbers lesser to larger or smaller to small to bigger numbers from left to right always. So that is nothing but -10 is less than -9. It is less than -8. -8 is less than -7. -7 is less than -6. -6 is less than -5. -5 is less than -4. Then -4 is less than -3. -3 is less than -2. -2 is less than -1. And -1 is less than 0. And you know 1, 2, 3 how it is going. It is smaller to bigger counting it is going. Then the question comes here. So answer the questions in the book. So what is my question is, which is the which is the bigger negative number? Can anyone find here? And on this number line, which is the smallest negative number? Only according to only this number line you can represent. So tell me the question after the video individually. So are you studied about the number line clearly? 0 is representing at the center. From 0 to right side it is a positive, left side it is negative. So now are the examples here lies between, and the left side, right side, you can find it. The numbers on right hand side are always bigger than the numbers on the left hand side, as I said. So here is the example. 25 is less than 20. 25 is bigger than 15, as 25 lies more on right hand side. In the same way, minus 25 is less than 15, as 15 lies more on right hand side. You can see the picture here. You can take an example of a 5. 5 is greater than 2. I'll write why it is 5 is greater than 2. Why it is? Why? Because see the pictures. 5 is here. So 5 is right side to the 2. It is 2 because it is bigger. Then take an example. 5 is less than 8. Why? Because 8 is right side of 5. Okay. In the same way, I'll take a negative examples. So example I can take as again 3 is greater than minus 1. Why 3 is greater? Because it is greater number always at right side. So you must come to know that bigger number, that means it is right. Okay, so bigger number always in the right. So I have taken as an example my 3 is greater than minus 1. See the pictures here. So greater in the sense 3 is bigger. Bigger should be in a right side of this number. Right side of this number. Then where is the minus 1? Here. So right means this side. See, you can see the picture. It is the right side of minus 1. That's why minus 1 is less than 3. So 3 is bigger than minus 1. Understood? Take another example here. So yes, I'll take example minus 8 is less, I'll say, because minus 8 is left side, so that's why it is less than of 8. Now see the picture. Minus 8 is here, 8 is here. So minus 8 is, so something went wrong. Okay, minus 8 is here and 8 is here. So 8 is big Why? Because it is at the right. Minus 8 is small because it is at left. So clear the numbers system, which is right side, the number given that are called as a bigger number, the number which is at left side are called as a smaller number or lesser number. So then how to represent the number on number line, or how to represent the integers on number line, we can start. See, usually we can say show the number 6 on number line, means you'll see here also 1 6, here also 1 6, but be careful about signs. Why? Because sign is a very important. 0 right side all are positive, left side all are negative. Nothing means it is always positive itself. So we can show the 6 as a positive. That means 0 right side 6 we have to choose. That means we have to circle on the number given here. Clear how to show the number on a number line. Take another example here. Show the minus 9 on the number line. So it is clearly mentioned as a negative integer. It is always 0 left side. So where it is minus, we can count minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and all and so on. So here we can got as a, you can circle the minus 9. This is how you can represent the number or integers on a number line. So rules for operation on a number line. Already we have studied how to add the integers, how to subtract the integers on number line, or also without number line also we have studied. So once again we can recall how to add or how to subtract on integers on number line. Here rules for the operations on number line. To add a positive number, move to right. So just now I said if it is a positive or a bigger, that bigger is nothing but the positive numbers, we should go always right side. If you add a negative, we should go for left. So because it is a bigger number, we have to go for right. It is a lesser number, we have to go for left. Clear? To subtract a positive, it is reverse process. When we are going, when it is a process of addition, it is addition. So positive number go for right side and negative numbers come to the left side. It is the adding process. If it is a subtracting, so subtracting you can take, it is a reverse of adding. If it is a positive, so it is a subtract. If it is a subtracting, it is a reverse of addition. That means positive we have gone through the right side in the addition, it is come to the negative left side here. If it is a negative, you have to go with the right side. Why this reverse process happens in the subtraction compared to addition? That means addition in the means right side we should go, negative in the sense left side we should come. That is the process we have learnt. Then why this case is not happens in the subtraction? We can learn the properties of integers. At that time we can come to know that why should the reverse process in the addition and subtraction gone through it. So take an example here. So 5 plus minus 3 is equal to how much? So see the number line here. 5 plus minus 3. So I'll write here this by this side only. 5 plus of minus 3. See, compulsory we have to write the bracket here because we should get confused with this positive, this negative. So it should not happen. Whenever you are writing the integers, be carefully write the bracket for this. So 5 means we have to choose a 5. So we have to represent the 5 on the number line where it is. So 5 means it is a positive integer. It is the right side of the number, here it is. Okay. Then addition, in the sense we have to go with the positive means right side, negative means left side. So addition, in the process, negative is there, we have to go with the right side of how much? 3 times. 1, 2 and 3. So this is your answer. So minus indicating as a left or a right, keep it in mind. So how much we have to go left side, how much steps we have to go right side, that it indicates. Positive in the sense right side how much, negative means negative how much. So 3 it was, so that's why 3 times I went. So answer becomes 2 here. Clear? So once again I'll write here. So we have to represent a first integer on the number line. So positive means we are already written as a move to right. Negative means move to left. But addition, with the addition negative is there. With the negative means left side we have to go by how much? By 3. By 3 means 1, 2, 3. So this is your answer. Now it is clear. So take another example. 4 minus 5. 4 plus of minus 5 is the question. Be careful. First number you have to represent. 4 is a positive number. It is 0. Right side here it is a 4 number already. So positive means what you have to go? It is a positive number means we have to go for a right side. Negative means left side. So this is a negative number. We come to the left side by how much? By 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So we came 5 times. So which integer you got? That is minus 1. So this is your answer. You can see the answer here. See. From 4, move 5 jumps. On left side we get 2 here. So this is a wrong actually. It should be 1. Sorry, minus 1. This is we get a 2 is correct. This is from a 4 move 5 jumps on left side we get 2 is a wrong answer. It is should be minus 1 here. So printing mistakes, make it correction. Then so another question. 0 plus of minus 8. 0 plus of minus 8. Just now I said again, start with the first integer you have to show off on the number line or represent. Here is the 0, plus is there, positive means go with the right side, negative means come with the left side. So here negative numbers are there. By how much we have to go left side? By 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 0 plus of minus 8. So 0 it is. By 8 times we have to go here. So answer is 8. So answer minus 8. So you can see the answer here. See. From 0, move 8 jumps on left side, we get a minus 8. In the same way, you can add a 6 plus 8, 14. As you can see the number line here. 6 plus 8 is equal to how much? So 6 we can represent here. All are positive numbers. So there is a difficulty. You can count it after. So I'll take here. I'll continue the number line here. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there is no space. Enough it is. So the question is 6 plus 8. How much? So 6 is here. So 8 is a positive number. We go through the right side always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times we should go. So answer becomes 14 here. So I think you come to know how to add the integers, how to go left side jump, right side jump when positive and negative are there in the addition of integers. And you can use the subtraction, keeping the number sign of bigger. Do the same process here. If it is a subtraction between these numbers, means if a 5 plus minus 3 is a question, instead of this positive, if negative comes, what you do? What was the answer? It was came answer, but keep the negative sign, bigger number sign here. So which is bigger? 5 is bigger than the minus 3. So 5 is bigger than the minus 3 means, so keep 5 bigger means it is a positive, so keep a positive number. Is it true? No. So that means it is a wrong way. So there is a process here. Now see, I'll go through the properties of integer very shortly because you already studied about in the 6th standard. It is the first property, closure property. Closure property in the sense, for any two integers a and b, that means if you add any two, if it is the two numbers are a and b, a may be any number, b may be any number. You can take an example. If you add both the numbers, you will get an integer itself. They are going to tell here. See, if 2 plus 3 means 5 comes. So 5 is also integer. So that is the closure property says here. You can go through the example here. And commutative property, for any two integers a and b, a plus b should be equal to b plus c, b plus a. That means here also take a two integer, any two integer. If you add reversely also, you will get a same integer. They are going to tell. That is a property of integer. So usually you are going to add a number 2 plus 3. So you will get a 5. If you add reversely also, you will get a 5 itself. In this, it is I have taken as an example as a natural number. You will get a same number. Even if you can apply the integers also. For example, just now I have taken 5 plus minus 3. You got as a 2. Okay. In the same way, minus 3 with the same positive 5. So I'll take on the number line. If you are want to get minus 3 is a left side after 5. Minus 2, minus 1. Count it with your finger. Minus 2, 1, minus 1, 2, 0 as a 3, 1 as a 4. Fifth number is 2. So that answer is also same. So this is commutative property is for any integers true with the addition, but not true with the subtraction, because it doesn't come same. Because 2 minus, you can take the example, 3 minus 2 will get as a 1, but 2 minus 3 will not come. It comes as a negative, but 1 and minus 1 is not a same number. That means these are not equal numbers. There is a minus 2 difference are there. Two numbers are difference. In between 1 and minus 2, two numbers will come. So integers are not commutative with the property of subtraction. There is a commutatively true about addition, but not true about subtraction. In the same way, associative property. So associative property says for three integers. Before, in a commutative and closure property, we have taken as a and b only. But one more term c will come here, and you can group first two or second two integers. If you add like this, you must get the answer same. Then it is associatively true on addition. In the same way, you can take the subtraction, but it is not true about subtraction. See, closure property and commutative property and associative property is true on only addition, not true on subtraction. Be clear with this. You can refer the example. So I'll take one example here for the associative property also. So 2 plus 3, I'll group the 2 plus 3 first, and 5 I'll take. So what is the answer? First we have to add the number 2 plus 3 as a 5, and you can write as a this 5 as it is. So answer comes 10. Then if you add reversely, that means 2, 3 plus 5. So group the 3 plus 5 here. So 2 as it is, 3 plus 5 you should add, because we have grouped means we have to solve the group. So it is BODMAS theory 8. So answer comes same. See, this is called as a associative property. So integers is associatively true on addition, but not true on subtraction. You can go through the result of examples here. Now multiplication on integers. So this is, you have to start the syllabus in this here. In a 6th standard you have studied about the addition and subtraction and all. So you have not yet studied about how to multiply the integers and how to divide the integers. So this is the positive multiplication of positive and negative integers we can study. So we should remember, when we multiply a into b, see, a into b we can also write as ab in a shortcut. But it doesn't mean that there is no sign, means it is not a sign, it is a number. Means 2 into 3 we can write as a 2 3. No, it is not actually the meaning. A into b is equal to ab we can write, but why we can write in this case? Why we can't write in this way? Because a is any number, b is any number. In between there is a sign of multiplication we can write here, in the sense a is any number, b is any number, we can multiply. This meaning is itself. But if you write like this, 2 into 3 is 6, but not a 23. So it doesn't meaning is, we can write in shortly, point also we can write here in the form of multiplication. So again, but whenever the negative number comes, just now I have explained you all, we must not to forget to write the brackets. Be clear about this. So minus a into minus b is equal to ab, because two negative integers when multiplied gives a positive number. Two positive numbers if you multiply, you will get a positive. if you multiply the two negative numbers, you'll get a positive. In the same way, if a 1 is negative, 1 is positive, always negative. If it comes plus into minus, also negative. So remember this process. This is very important term. Means in a shortly I'll explain. Same integers. See, in the multiplication, same integers, same sign of integers have a positive. See, plus are same sign, that's why it is positive. Minus are same sign, that's why it is positive. If the differences, one is positive, one is negative, means always comes negative. Keep it in mind. Same integers can multiply with a positive answer. Different sign can multiply with a negative integer. So that only the explanation comes here. We should remember, when we multiply a into b is equal to ab, that is two integers when multiplied gives a positive integer. Minus 2 into minus b, ab, that is two negative integer when multiplied gives positive number. In the same way, minus a into b gives minus ab. That's why, because I said differences, one sign is negative, one sign is positive, in the sense always it is gives negative. Okay, in the same way we can go for the examples of multiply the following integers. Just now I said. So very important, as you are adding the numbers. Actually I wanted to show the addition and subtraction here. There is no time at all to explain. So just now I have taken a very brief explanation. In the same way, in the closure property, in the number line I have explained there. So directly I go for the multiplication here. See, minus 2 and minus 3. In this, just you multiply the numerals first. 2 3s are 6. Just now I said the rule of multiplication. If signs are same with the numbers, means positive. If differences, you can keep a difference. So I'll take an example directly once again. So just you multiply the numerals. 3 6 are 18. So there is a differences because one is a negative integer, one is a positive integer here. So write the directly negative. Just all. That's all. Here both are positive. Leave about. First you multiply the numerals. 2 4s are 8. Both are same sign of integer, that is positive. Keep positive. Or you may not write the positive sign. Just you can write 8. So here also write the multiply the 4 and 6. 4 6 are 24 here. Then what is the sign? There is a one is positive, one is negative, means negative you must keep. This is how you must multiply the numbers. This is how simple. These are the answers. As compared to the multiplication and the addition and subtraction, multiplication and division are very easy compared to addition and subtraction. So this much is enough for this class. I'll continue with the multiplication of positive and negative integers, not only 2, 3 terms together, 3 integers together. So I hope you understand how to multiply the integers and all. So if you have any doubt, you can personally ask the question using our contact number. So thank you once again. Be prepared with the integers. This is a very important lesson, because however you are going to study about the math, the applications of integers is there in everywhere. So thank you one and all. Be prepared and take it as a notes.